So I'm going to do just a real quick little how-to video on putting tin on a roof. Hey! Bradley's smoking nice. So I put a split ring on it, you see that?
This is Grizzly Country Outdoors.
We had a hell of a windstorm a couple months ago, and it peeled all the 35-year shingles off my shed, which were 5 years old. So anyway, because of weather and not being able to get anyone to help, you know, everybody's busy. Weather was a huge factor. Finally got good weather and still nobody available to help me, so I have to do the roof myself. And like, how do you do a tin roof safely by yourself? And I'll show you what I figured out here. First thing, I've got this scaffold. I used a ratcheting tie strap to anchor my ladder to the scaffold, so I can run up and down that ladder. It's not coming down. That's the first safety tip. But the more important one here, I'll have to climb up to show you. Just working off the ladder scaffold set up here at the back of the shed. I'm doing the back of the shed first because a couple of the pieces of tin got dinged. Not big, but I'm hiding the dings back here on the back wall, right? It's not visible to the house. So here is how you do a tin roof safely by yourself. That ladder. That thing's, put that together. Anyway, so I got the ladder, which I've got a hook that goes over the top of the roof, but for double safety, I'm putting one screw in the top and screwing it right to the roof with a 3-inch screw. No possibility of it sliding. It allows me to work as safe as can be all the way down, going across. That's how I've done all of these screws. And the second thing I did is I'm putting these foam strips in. They're a real pain, let me tell you that, but once I figured this out, not so bad. I get a piece of tin in position, let it come down to here. This is the line I'm putting my foam strip on. So this holds the tin where I need it until I get my foam. Once my foam's in place, I just slide her down and that's it. We're getting down here to the last piece on this side. I just thought I'd show you how I'm doing this foam stuff. Got my tin. My tin's being held by this little stopper, right? I got this in case it wanted to come right down the roof, plus clamps to help hold that. And this foam sealer, it's got a sticky back. So, all I'm doing each time, continuing to follow this reference line here on the membrane. Stick that down. And this last piece, I haven't screwed this. I haven't screwed that edge down yet, so I just lift up the tin, and there's an actual little dovetail that you got to mate there into the piece that's coming from here. See if we can do that. Here we are. That's in. Okay. Now, as I was saying, I got this block here holding the tin, but now this I can just slide this over like so, and that lets my tin come down. I just got to lift it up enough to clear that foam. Putting my first screw 4 inches from the bottom of the roof. And of course, you only put one screw in the bottom just to hold it in the correct position. Right there. Then we got to go up onto the top of the roof and make sure the top is aligned correctly. That's perfect. Good. All right, so that's how I've been doing the. That's how I'm doing that foam sealer and my little block there. Well, that's the handiest thing. Right now, working right on the edge of the roof, but no big deal because I'm going to be on my ladder. Once this piece is nailed or screwed down, the ladder's coming off, and the end piece, I'm just going to have to bring my scaffold around and do it. But before I actually go up, before this ladder comes off, I had to make sure I had these clamps and this block in place because I'm not going to have the ladder for this last piece. And those are to just make sure the tin can't come flying off. Okay. It's June 27th. This is day 3 of my roofing project, and I got a couple, like this isn't really a how to do this roofing stuff, but I do have a couple tips that I've learned. So I'm putting on this ice dam right now, right? You see that heavy galvanized that's in there to give it the strength? That takes some drilling. So I got a 1/8 inch bit for drilling a hole through it to penetrate that heavy galvanized. And you need to drill in close to this to make sure you're getting the galvanized right. You gotta drill right here and on the bottom, you know. Anyway, other tip, that's a block heater magnet, right? Working by myself on the roof, I can put this on the roof at the position I need. It holds the roof, holds the tin in place. I go secure the other end. So that was my other tip. And the other day when I was talking about doing that ridge, I had commented on, I don't know how I'm going to work up on the roof, right? Well, I know now. Once I do the other side and I have the roof fully sheeted in tin, that's another story. I'll have to figure out. I got to be able to go down the peak and put on a roof cap, a cap on the peak. That's where I'll have to figure out a safe way to work on there. I have to get all this ice dam anchored. Once I have the ice dam anchored, I'm going to take that ladder that I used to put the tin up. I'm going to modify it to lay in this valley, and I'll let it come down and butt against this, and then I'll be able to you know, have a ladder that goes up. Okay, so I just finished my platform for working on the peak, and what I did was the one I used for doing the sheeting, it was quite narrow. It's only like this wide. That gave me room to go across the roof. But here I wanted the wider footprint so that it you know, it's less likely to kick out if I pushed either way. With the wide base, it also distributes the weight better, so that I'm going to stress this as little as I have to anyway. Just some details on how I did this platform, by the way. The ribs are 1 inch high. These blocks here are 1.25 inches, so they space that up so that my ladder rungs won't hit the ribs. The only thing, I've got these shoes on it, and I made the width of it to exactly fit in between. Gives me a nice wide footprint. It's the best I could think of to let me work safely without marring the roof, and I still do have my ladder to walk up now as well, right? Get me up off the tin a little bit more. Anyway, and now I've got a plywood platform up there that I should be able to work nicely right at the peak. The whole point of this video was just some tips on what I learned, safety things for working on the roof. And that platform is going to work very nicely. I'm still, what I've been doing all the time too, by the way, as I did previous, I'm going to stand the ladder up here. I'm actually adding extra foam shims under the ears on the ladder so as to not mar the tin any more than I need to. And I will be using that ratcheting tie strap again, anchor the ladder so she can't move at all. Once I have that up there, then I'm going to get up on that peak and start figuring out some stuff here. Did all the ice dam this morning, both sides. And of course it's the ice dam that's the key to letting this platform work. Just a little update here on my project, and using that platform to work up to the peak it's working great. It's a little slow because I have to kind of scooch it along, but I can work safe and I can get a better job done because I have a good position to work, right? Safety and quality trump speed any day. So the project is nearing the end. I have my problems that I've had with my peak fixed. One of the things that I did, I had left that end open. I folded it over the tabs and I actually riveted that together. Once I screw down that point there, it'll seal that right up. Did the same on the other side, obviously. I've got the seal in there, and also that mastic along the edge of the seal. And here is the final safety tip that I got for this roof and stuff. Every hour and a half or so, I drink a full liter of water and a Gatorade every hour and a half. That's my final tip. I will tell you though, I mean, the first part there when I did that ladder to put the sheets of tin, that thing was awesome. The platform I'm working off now, it's also great. I can reach about 6 foot of the roof just from one position. And now I just have to go down the roof and finish screwing it. And she's done. And I hope it friggin' pours rain tonight. You know what? Let it rain, baby. I'm ready. Alright. Later. If you got this far, thanks for watching.